got here today? We have a new sponsor, Foraged Island Botanicals, distilled from 100% grain neutral spirits.
I like that it's not
Delicious.
a political spirit. It doesn't go left or right. It's neutral.
For now.
I don't like to take sides in this.
Sure.
The war of.
But you never know. We might change that today.
I don't know what your questions are, and I don't
There you
know
go.
what this is going to do to me.
There you go.
I might be putting on a American flag shirt before I leave.
I think one shot of this and you're voting for Trump.
Oh
Like,
my
I
gosh!
think- yeah,
wow,
no, this
man.
does that to
Is that
you.
what it
Yeah,
does?
it does
to
it to
you?
you. Yeah, for a
It's
while,
called
yeah.
the botanist. Maybe it should be called something else.
Let's try it. Sure.
Lobotomist.
Lobotomist.
Yeah.
Lobotomy wouldn't even affect me. You know that?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
just another day.
Just another day for you. Yeah, you got to reach into the garbage. What do we have?
This is all sponsors. Another sponsor.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many people are interested in this podcast sponsoring. Just
Yeah.
a lot of sponsors.
Once they saw what was
The first one really.
happening. Sick. Knowing the store that we walked in, it's definitely at least 20 years old. People. Huh? I'm sorry, I'm dealing with some inner
talking
demons.
to me?
No, I was talking to the audience.
You're coming off of like a 2-week binge,
I went to a wedding.
which turned into a 2-week binge.
Yeah, it was bingy-ish. No, this was a little bit abnormal. There was too much going on.
No, yeah.
Yeah. When you go in for a wedding, you tend to see a lot of people you haven't seen in a while, so you make up for lost time.
Oh, right.
And when you make up for lost time, you get drunk and forget about time. And then you're in a time vortex. I waited till last call at the wedding to really pour it on. So I was proud of that.
Oh, so you were stressing somebody out over there.
Yeah, there was two bartenders. One was mid-20s woman, and I'm not joking, he was early 70s. Just pick like a random name, what you think his name is.
Jerry.
Stoney.
Stoney.
Yeah, his name tag says Stoney. I go, well, what's your real name? He said, Stoney. So,
Dude, people are fucking in like 40s and 50s, they didn't give a shit. They're like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna name my son Dick.
or Brick.
Or Brick.
Yeah,
Sure.
so-
Did he have an eye patch as well? Or and like a
No, you should have had an eye patch. But yeah, this guy was serving the drinks, and I behaved during the wedding. But once he said last call in 15 minutes, I stayed by the bar and told him just keep pouring and do not stop.
Dude, bartending mid-70s? I mean, hell,
I might be lowballing it. We were like making it rain on this guy. At one point I gave him like another 10, and he kind of looked at me like, I don't care about money anymore.
let me see here real quick. So we got a couple of questions. As always, there's always a lot of
you got
questions.
These questions are always the bottom of the barrel. Garbage can doesn't stink as bad today, man. That's good. We're moving up.
So I took the trash out of it today.
Oh,
There's no
wow.
trash in it today.
Man,
Normally,
really?
it's filled with trash.
Man, you're really like on it.
Like, we got. I do. I, you know, saying I take care of this. stuff,
That
you know,
didn't make any sense. What
Yeah,
you just said.
I'm
You
here.
were just
I'm here
mumbling.
and over there, and
I dated this girl that her name was Asian Pear, and she used to always say, "How do you want it? Do you want the bite or do you want the burn?"
what was her name?
Asian Pear.
It's not a person.
She liked to be called Asian Pear. That was like her alias. And she would say, "Do you want the bite or do you want the burn?"
What was that pertaining to? Like,
Well, I think you need to use your imagination for that, buddy.
you know, fucking
Yeah.
derail us quite often. So I'm always curious to see where you're going.
I'll
with
just
it.
leave it at that.
Was this like some mistress that you met in like fucking Taiwan?
No, I think she was like a sorcerer.
First question is, the audience is, the aliens are very curious to see, well, to learn, I suppose, about your routines. My routine starts off really, really well at the very, very beginning of the day. I'm juicing, right? I'm eating salads. I'm exercising. I'm going to the sauna.
Yeah. You mean your home sauna?
The home sauna
home
that I have
sauna.
at the house,
He doesn't even have to leave. He stays here and he.
which sounds fancy, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, okay,
Trenches.
now they're coming at me.
No, I see them flying around.
Bro.
Afraid up. Yeah, I see them, motherfuckers. Well, so by 4 or 5 o'clock, you know, I start hitting the coffees, and then I start, you know, maybe pouring some liquor in there, and then it just, you know, it goes from juicing, salads, exercise to just obliteration.
That's the normal routine, but I'm sometimes the opposite. I wake up and I'm a piece of shit.
Oh, right away. You don't give yourself like that little room to
No,
like.
I'm gonna do my home Zumba class.
Oh, you do those.
Yeah. I try to do.
So to the aliens that are watching, Dirty Mike here.
It's like 1, 2, cha, you know, one of those type of things.
He doesn't have a fucking TV. How is it that you're doing Zumba classes?
Well, I live in Edgewater, so I just look through somebody else's window, and like
Perfect.
I use binoculars, and I'm choosing to stay at home and just see what everybody around me's doing.
We'll let
People
that
are like,
slide.
"Do you have a home theater system?" I'm like, "Yeah, I stay at home, and I watch somebody, and it's like a theater, and
That
there's a
you're-
whole system to it. Do you know people still go around in cars every day and still ask you if you want a home theater system? I had it the other day, like in Miami. People come around, they're like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" They already know you're in trouble. It's always two guys,
Sure.
and they say they have a home theater system for like $200. Beyond questioning why they have, who is actually buying them? Then I tell them the truth. I don't have a TV, and they're like, "Oh," fuck," and they get all mad at me.
I have not been asked that before, but that's interesting. Yeah.
It was like the Bang Bus, but
just you two.
just us two and
No cameras.
No cameras. I took a supplement once that had mistletoe extract, and I'm like,
That's not a thing.
I'm like, this was back when pre-workouts had just started, and there were no regulations. NO Explode or something like that it was called. They would have about 50 ingredients, and then like towards the bottom I saw mistletoe, and I'm like, I don't think they're regulating what is mistletoe extract.
Did they put that in just to fill in space? That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, just-
I think now that's been regulated, but when they first had those, the ingredients in there was just like,
Dude, also the names for those drinks, they're insane. It's literally like one is named Heart Attack. The other one is named like Red Rhino, cocaine in a glass.
you could pretty much do that now. I just got another one the other day, gave it to my coworker. It's called LFG, Let's Fucking Go. And the company's called Bucked Up.
Bucked Up,
Bucked
sure.
Up with a reindeer.
Let's fucking go.
I was thinking that this must be made in the same house as a meth lab. I can only figure that they're switching the drinks once in a while. Like, in the garage they make the meth, and in the kitchen they make the Bucked Up, Let's Fucking Go. Then I was thinking, the names of the drinks. Like, the next one should just be, you're gonna fucking die. And then before you finish, you die.
You had a good workout though.
Yeah.
You had a good pump.
Regrets. Energy drink.
Annihilation. Straight up death. Whenever I hear you laugh like this, like mouth open, like just, but like going, like, yeah, I can see.
That's
yeah,
why-
yeah, Miami's a dirty city.
There's probably, around here, there's probably 3 apartments within 1,000 feet that are shooting pornos right now.
There's always a lot of noise coming from the upstairs, and it's just fine. Like
The guy's a cowboy, and the girl's like,
man, I don't discriminate. Like, just let me join. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I ask for. Just give me my moment to shine.
you could probably jump up there. If you're within jumping distance to get to their hotel via their...
It's all about how badly you want it.
Get in there and say, hey, I want a part of this. I live right downstairs.
Yeah.
Let me do this.
Yeah.
I think they'll let you. So then I used...
No,
Trump.
who's ever dick you suck, like, we're all for it.
Yeah,
Great.
Are you talking
God
to-
bless you. Yeah.
Are you talking to me or...
No, just in general.
Oh, in
yeah.
general,
It's just the
people
concept of
sucking.
sucking dick. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's a good, you know, it's good.
It's good.
That's
Just
the
be like
world
me.
we're
It's like a
living in.
Zumba class.
Yeah.
You watch
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
but you're gonna...
You and fucking Zumba, buddy. Have you seen those goddamn exercise things where women, for the most part, I've only seen women do this. They're standing on a mini trampoline, and they're like attached with a harness, and it's like attached to a ceiling. And
Is there a noose involved?
No,
Oh.
that would make sense.
Oh.
That would make sense.
Oh.
No, they're standing on this little trampoline. They have a little handheld thing in front of them, and they're literally going like this. They're like bouncing. Like,
That's like the goat yoga, you know?
yeah, kind of like that. Like, I get the excitement of the animal or whatever, but this particular, so these women for the most part are on the larger side, right?
Oh.
Bouncing around. So
Yeah.
I don't know if in their heads, and I hope that you fucking people watch this.
You
and,
lost
and
me at
hear,
large women, small trampoline, but I'd love
yeah,
to see it.
Yeah, the combo.
The combo is
But it's like a fat guy on a scooter.
Exactly.
Big guy, small scooter. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So it's
I wanna,
essentially.
you gotta watch a video of that.
I'll show you a video.
Okay,
Holy
I
shit!
gotta see it.
It'll blow your mind. Yeah, but because it looks like they're fully into it. It's like a full blown workout.
Yeah.
But there's not a drop of sweat going on.
I was just trying to do like an Instagram video the other day. Then I'm like a story.
What the fuck does that mean? You were trying to do an Instagram video.
I'm so behind. I was gonna do a story the other day,
There we
which
go.
I rarely do, and it's so simple, but I couldn't even put it together. But it's
How?
gonna be good.
You fucking press record and please.
I know
Yeah.
you do stuff that's 30 times more complicated, and I just doing an Instagram story for me takes me weeks of thinking,
The
planning.
fact that you couldn't figure out how to even articulate that it's an Instagram story.
A VHS tape.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just so you guys know what's coming down the pipeline on my
Yeah. Stay tuned.
COS
Stay
_fit.
tuned. Yeah.
COS fit.
Yeah.
Just
Follow him.
KOS
There's a lot of
_ fit.
good
I have
content.
at least-
This is when you
Have
were.
you told your parents you're gay yet? You know what I mean? That's
That was a big one
yeah.
for me.
That was a big one for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a biggie.
Yeah, they still don't know.
You know, my sister's cat's 21 years old.
That's possible. Is it still moving or is it?
We gave it a couple shots of Jameson the other day. It was 21 years old.
Hey,
We're
Jack.
like, it's your birthday, bitch. I mean, she was excited.
I doubt
Her
that.
name's Chloe. She thinks she's star of the show, you know? So we're
Excitement
like,
part,
blow
yeah.
out that candle, bish. You know what I'm saying?
Were you telling that to her, or she's saying that to
I
you?
think I was just looking in the mirror saying that to myself. Are
Yeah.
you talking about a cat or
You had a-
myself? I had a hell of a weekend. Yeah, I went to a baseball game. Tickets were $31. I got 2 large seltzers, $35. The stadium's beautiful. You're with your family. My dad's favorite part is doing that 7th inning stretch where they go, "Take me." My dad is screaming it.
Oh,
That's his
Lord.
favorite part. And he's just clapping. This.
That's the most annoying part of the game.
Well, when they were announcing the players' names for both teams, they would say, "Up next is Jose Palacios." He's like, "Jose!"
Is it the opposite team?
That was the opposite team. Terry Francona. He's like, "Terry, baby!" And I'm like, "Dad, I don't think he knows it's the wrong team." Then the next, our home team comes up, but he roots for them too. Favorite part was announcing the players and the 7th inning stretch. Yeah, and my mom's favorite part is a stadium hot dog.
You guys are going for the wrong reasons. Who falls asleep first at the stadium? Is it dad or mom? Because somebody's falling asleep.
My mom doesn't really drink, but I got my dad a large beer, but he only had one, so he was like, all right.
Okay.
But I thought they were going to fall asleep.
The human body just really deteriorates.
And they wake up at like 5:30.
Sure. And do what?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Another problem is when there's construction in a small town in the middle of nowhere outside of Pittsburgh, so you have to drive an extra 2 minutes. My dad got upset. He's in the car, and he's like, construction. I'm like, Dad, it's okay. We just go to like 2 more streets and we make a left back home. He's like, I can't believe they're doing construction worker. Do they have anything to do with the construction? They're just working,
They're
right?
just doing their
The
job.
guy's holding a sign saying stop. My dad goes by him and gives him one of these.
Yeah.
Opens the window and goes, Fungo la fora, something like that. And I looked at him, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The guy, that's what you do when you're 70 construction and there's a guy that
Let me ask you something. Is it sad that I do that now?
you and my dad
That's
need
me
to,
right now.
yeah, get along. I think you and my dad would really get along.
Your pop sounds like a good man.
He's a good man. Brokeback Driving.
Brokeback Driving. Yeah.
Yeah. We should make a movie called Brokeback Driving.
What would
It's
it be
like-
what would it be about?
I'm gonna go for it. 2 old lesbians just going at it in the back of a car.
I love it.
Because the other one was 2 guys, I just had to go with the 2.
It's more modern.
At one point, the end of the movie is they just let go of the wheel. How it ends, it's tragic.
Well,
But they
Jesus.
just go into the back seat and they just go at it.
Well, Jesus
takes the wheel.
and they're just
decides-
back. They're back there.
Wow.
Jesus is.
Bro, that was.
We got it. God
And
bless.
then curtains. And I don't mean that in a below the belt way, but
Yeah,
it was curtains like the movie's
the
over.
movie's over.
Do you say double entendre or double entendre?
You know, man, I don't know enough English.
I had a big debate with my family, and I think it's double entendre.
It's those kind of questions that divide families.
Is this a camera? This is a camera. It records though.
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's a camera.
That's what
And-
that song from T-Pain is. All I do is win. That's about sucking dick.
Or is it a regular load?
I don't know.
No, you
You'd
know
have
about
to-
loads, but you're like an expert in loads.
I'm a logistics manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
I
get into the
prefer to be
specifics.
called that.
So you get into the specifics with loads.
Listen, I just put it in the direction that people want me to. I'm gonna load it up.
Sure.
It's that simple.
Just like Metallica.
Just like Metallica. Yeah, we're still on camera.
Do you
Jesus.
think the sponsor, Coca-Cola, is it a family company? A family company.
They've separated a lot of families in the last. Back to the dumpster for us, and back to your horrible life for you guys.